Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix DirectX error, that is DXGI error device hung or DXGI error device removed or reset. So if you're receiving these error, then please follow the steps shown in this video. Now the first step is to rename Battlefield 6 in documents folder. Now for this you can go to documents, file explorer, go to documents. Here you can see Battlefield 6. Now you have to create a backup first because you will lose all the saved settings and the save game progress. So create a backup first, so you can copy this Battlefield 6 folder and then paste it to the desktop. Once you have a backup created, now you can rename this folder. You can rename it whatever you want. So rename this Battlefield 6 and then relaunch the game and then check. Still not working, try these in launch option. Now if you have the game on Steam, go to Steam, I don't have the game on Steam, I have the game on eApp. So if you have the game on Steam, make a right click on Battlefield 6, go to properties, in the launch option type in -D3 D11 and then relaunch the game. Launch the game once again and then check. If that does not work, then make a right click once again and then go to properties. This time you can type in -DX11, launch the game and then check. Still not working, you can even try -DX12, launch the game and then check. Still not working, remove this. If you have the game on eApp, go to eApp and then click on manage, view properties. In advanced launch option type in -D3 D11, then save it, launch the game and then check. If that does not work, type in -DX11, save it, launch the game and then check. Still not working, type in -DX12, save it, launch the game and then check. Still not working, remove this, save it, follow the next step. Now the next step is to turn off smooth motion in Nvidia app. Now for this, type in Nvidia app in Windows search box, go to Nvidia app and then go to home, and over here you will see Battlefield 6. You can click on settings over here, or you can go to graphics option and then you can select Battlefield 6 over here. And once you select Battlefield 6, now go to the global settings over here, and over here you can see smooth motion. If this is on, you can turn it off and then go to program settings, select Battlefield 6 and then here also disable smooth motion and then relaunch the game and then check. Next step is to disable integrated graphic card driver and graphic card. For this, make a right click in the start menu, go to device manager and then expand display adapter. Now over here, in my case it's Intel. If your computer has a dual graphic card, so you can disable the inbuilt graphic card. Make a right click and then you can click on disable device and then you can launch the game. And once you're done playing the game, you can make a right click and you can enable it once again. Now the next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics card driver. So if you have Nvidia card, go to Nvidia website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for Nvidia. Select your graphic card, select your operating system, click on find, and then on this page you will see the latest graphic card driver. Whichever is the latest GeForce Game Ready driver, you can click on view and then you can click on download. And once the download is complete, you can run this exe file. When you run this exe file, click on yes to allow, click on OK, click on agree and continue, select custom option, then click on next, and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Put a check over here and then click on next. After the clean installation, restart your computer, and after the system restart, you can check. Still not working, the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings and then click on add desktop app. Go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on add. Once the game is added, click on the game, select high performance. You will see your graphic card over here. Now launch the game. Next step is to roll back graphics driver to, you can try to roll back the graphics driver. It's not only 580.88, you can try maybe the previous one. So once you select your graphic card and operating system, click on view more version and you can try 581.29 or maybe 581.15. For me this is working fine, 580.88 GeForce Game Ready driver. You can, whenever you download the file and when you go for installation, make sure that you select custom option and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation and then restart your computer. Restart is a must, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now if you're using like AMD card users, you can go to AMD website, select your graphic card, Make sure that you select your graphic card. This is just an example. Once you select your graphic card, if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have this 25.9.2, first of all, update your graphics driver to this version. If that does not work, you can try 25.9.1 and download it, install it, restart your computer, and then check. Next step is to close all the Razer application and then do not overclock. If you overclock your computer, set it to default. If you have this MSI Afterburner or Riva Tuner running, close it. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So close MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner, any kind of overclocking application. Close all the overclocking application. Disable overlay. If you have the game on Steam, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties. In the over here, if this is enabled, you can disable it and then launch the game. If this is already disabled, you can enable it and then check. So try both on and off. If you have the game on EA app, you can go to settings and then go to application and then scroll down. Here you can see in-game overlay. Now if this is on, you can turn it off and then relaunch the game. If this is already off, you can turn it on and then check. Now also close other overlay application. Like if you have Discord running, go to Discord settings, turn off overlay. If you have Nvidia app running, go to Nvidia app settings and turn off overlay. Close all the overlay application and then launch the game. If you have any kind of third-party application or services running, close it. If you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Delete cache from this location. Now for this, open File Explorer, go to this PC, open users folder. Now open open users and then open your username and then open app data. If you don't see app data at the top, click on view, select show, put a check on hidden items and then open app data folder, local, find Nvidia folder, and then you can delete this in GX cache and GL cache, DX cache and GL cache. Now for this, if you want to create a backup, you can copy this and then maybe paste to the desktop. Once you have a backup created over here, let the backup complete, and once the backup is created, now you can just open this Nvidia and then you can select both the DX cache and GL cache and then you can make a right click and then you can make a right click and then you can delete it. And then if you have Nvidia app, any Nvidia application, anything running, you can just close it. That's why it's not deleting over here. So I have many applications, Nvidia control panel, Nvidia, these things running. So you can close everything related to Nvidia and then you can check. Now the next step is to, now if you are able to launch the game, turn off or turn on the VSync. So if the VSync is on, you can turn it off. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Turn off VSync and then check. If it is already off, turn on the VSync and then check. Turn off Nvidia Reflex. Now turning off DLSS has worked for many players, so it might work for you. You can try this. Also lock the FPS at 60 or 120. So lock the FPS and then check. This has also worked for many players. And lower down graphics settings, video settings, like if it is set to like ultra, you can set it to high or medium quality and then check. Next step is to launch the game from Nvidia app. So if you have Nvidia app, you can launch Nvidia app on your computer and you will see Battlefield 6. You can click on play. Try to launch the game from here. If that does not work, you can go to settings and once you select go to graphics, Battlefield 6, at the right hand side, if you see optimize option, you can optimize. So I don't have the optimization option right now available, but when you select Battlefield 6, if you see optimize, you can optimize and then relaunch the game. You can play the game and then check. Now if it is already optimized, in that case you can revert the optimization and then you can close Nvidia app and then launch the game. Now restore settings in Nvidia control panel, make a right click on the desktop, go to show more option and then click on Nvidia control panel and then go to manage 3D settings, go to global settings. Now click on restore over here, click on yes, and at the bottom right you will see apply option, hit apply over here and then relaunch the game. Also try debug mode, so you can go to help option in Nvidia control panel and if debug mode is unchecked, you can put a check on debug mode over here. Once you have a check over here, now relaunch the game and then check. Now AMD users try launching the game from AMD app and then check. Next step is to update Windows to the latest version. This is important. So go to Windows Update or Update and Security and then click on Check for Update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer. And after the system restart, you can check. You can, if you face any problem updating your Windows, in that case, you can go to Advanced option over here and then you can go to Recovery, and here you can see Fix Problems using Windows Update. This will reinstall your current version of Windows. Your apps, files and settings will be preserved. So click on Reinstall now. This process will take some time, and once done, you can relaunch the game and then check. Next step is to, you can go to make changes in the registry editor. So you can go to this location in registry editor. So type in registry editor in Windows search box, click on registry editor, click on yes to allow, and then you can expand this. You can expand HKey local machine and then go to system, expand current control set, then expand control, and then find graphics driver. Once you have to select graphics driver over here. So this is the location. Select graphics driver, and at the right hand side, if you see TDR delay or TDR level, you can set the value data to 0. So make sure this is set to 0. Click on OK, and then again set it to 0, and then click on OK. Now and then restart your computer. Now if you don't have TDR delay or TDR level over here, I'll show you. I'm deleting it. You don't delete it. This is just an example. Don't delete it. So once you select graphics driver, at the right hand side, if you don't see TDR delay or TDR level, make a right click, new D word 32-bit value, and name this as TDR delay. T in capital DR, TDR delay, D in capital ELAY, and then make a double click. You can set the value data to 0 and then click on OK. Again, new D word 32-bit value, TDR level, T in capital DR level, L in capital EVEL level, and then again make a double click, set this to 0, and then click on OK, and then restart your computer. Restart is a must after this. After the system restart, you can check, and then if that does not work, you can make a double click. You can set the value data to 1. You can even try this. OK, and then you can type in 1 and then click on OK, and then check. Restart your computer and then check. Next step is to go to services and stop game input service. If you have two game input service, you have to stop the service for the old one. So type in services in Windows search box and then go to services. Now if you find game input over here, game input, here you can see I have only one entry for game input. If you have two entry, you can disable one, the old one, and then you can make our not disable. Actually you have to stop the service. So if it is running, make a right click and then click on stop, and that is for old one. I have only one game input running. If you have two game input running, you can disable one, and you can go to Windows settings. You can uninstall. If you have two game input, Microsoft game input, you have to uninstall one, the older one. Now for this, you can go to apps and then go to install apps or apps and features, and over here you can find game input over here. So here you can see Microsoft game input. I have only one, and this is the latest one, 2025. So whichever is the oldest one, if you have two Microsoft game input over here, you can uninstall the older one, and then once you uninstall it, you have to restart your computer and then relaunch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to disable all mods before you launch Battlefield 6. So if you're using this Frosty fix, you can disable the mods and then launch Battlefield 6. Next step is to add Battlefield 6 and EA anti-cheat to exploit protection. Now for this, you can type in exploit protection in Windows search box and then click on exploit protection over here, and then go to program settings and then click on add program to customize. Choose exact file path, go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file and then click on open. And once it is added, put a check on override system settings for all the option. Override, put a check on override, and if control flow guard, these things are on, you can turn it off. If this is on, put a check on override system settings and turn it off. In my case, I have already done it for each option. I have put a check on override system settings and I have turned off all the options over here. And then once done, hit apply, click on yes. Now once done, relaunch the game. If that does not work, you can go to add a program to customize, choose exact file path and then select this EA anti-cheat game service launcher, click on open and do the same thing, add it and then check. If you face any problem, you can remove it. You can, whenever in future, if you want to remove this Battlefield 6 exe file from the exploit protection, you can remove it. This will go to default. Now the next step is to install DirectX. Now for this, you can open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Click on download and then you can run this exe file. Click on yes to allow and then click on accept, next, uncheck install Bing bar over here, next, and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, you will see the finish option. Hit finish and then restart your computer and then check. Still not working. The next step is to create new admin local user account. Now for this, you can open Windows settings, go to accounts, and then you can go to other users over here. Other users, click on other users, click on add account. Now over here, you have to click on I don't have this person's sign-in information. Click on it. And then click on add a user without a Microsoft account. So click on add a user without a Microsoft account, and then you can name it whatever you want. This is just an example. If you want a password, keep the password. You can enter the password. If you don't want it, leave it blank. And then once it is created, click on it, change account type, set this to administrator over here. Click on OK, and then you can restart your computer, or you can log the computer and then log into the new account which you've created, and then you can install the game once again and then check. Next step is to uncheck and check or uncheck the DLC. Now for this, if you have the game on Steam, you can, I don't have the game on Steam, so I'll show you a different game. So you can click on Battlefield 6 and then on the right hand side you will see manage my DLC. Click on manage my DLC. You might see multiple DLC over here. You can uncheck DLC and then you can launch. It will go through an update once you uncheck it and then launch the game. And if that does not work, you can put a check and then you can launch the game. So try both, check and uncheck and then check. Next step is to repair, uninstall and reinstall EA anti-cheat. Now for this, you can go to EA website. The link is provided in the video description. On this website, scroll down here, you can see EA Javelin anti-cheat installer and then run this exe file. So click on this exe file and then click on yes to allow, and then select Battlefield 6 over here and then click on repair. Click on OK, go to the game installation folder, select the complete Battlefield 6, the complete folder. So in my case, it's in program files. Wherever it is installed, go to the game installation folder and select Battlefield 6. Click on select folder. This will go through repair, and once you see install success, then you can launch the game and then check. So this may take a couple of seconds or maybe a minute, and once the repair is like install is success, now you can launch the game and then check. Still not working, select Battlefield 6 once again and then click on update and let the update complete. During the update, EA anti-cheat setup may restart. Once you see update success, relaunch the game and then check. Still not working, select Battlefield 6 once again and then click on uninstall and then click on install. And once the install is success over here, again you have to relaunch the game and then check. So again it will take some time. Here you can see install success. Now you can launch the game and then check. Now still not working, select Battlefield 6 once again, uninstall it. Do not install, close this. And then you can click on play over here. And during the launch, it will reinstall EA anti-cheat. Now, once you see this, this will actually reinstall EA anti-cheat. If you see a prompt yes to allow, click on yes to allow and let it complete, and then it will launch the game. Next step is to allow the game exe file to antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows Security, go to Windows Settings, Privacy and Security, Windows Security, and then click on Virus and Threat Protection. Scroll down at the bottom, you will see Manage Ransomware Protection. Click on it, click on Allow an app through Control Folder Access, and then click on Yes to allow. Click on Add an allowed app, click on Browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file over here, and then add it, and again browse all apps, and then select this EA anti-cheat. Add it. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel, system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Change settings, allow another app, click on browse, go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on open, click on add. In my case, it is already added. Once the game is added, you can select Battlefield 6. Make sure private and public both are checked over here for all Battlefield 6 exe file. And then allow in the app once again, browse, and then this time you can select EA Anti-Cheat Game Service Launcher, click on open, click on add. In my case it is already added. Once it is added, you can make sure for EA Javelin Anti-Cheat both private and public are checked, and then you can relaunch the game and then check. Now, if you have similarly, if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow both the exe file to antivirus program. Next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Let me close the game for now. Now, if you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game, select manage. I don't have the game on Steam. I have the game on EA app, so I'll show you. So make a right click, click on browse local files. Now, if you have the game on EA app, you can go to EA app, manage, and then view properties, click on open folder. And once you go to the game installation folder, make a double click, launch the game from here, and then check. If that does not work, make a right click, go to properties, go to this tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. If that does not work, select this and then select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. You can even try Windows 7 over here, hit apply, click on OK. You can even try disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game, and then check. When you put a check on all these boxes not working, in that case you can uncheck these boxes, hit apply, click on OK. Try launching the game using EA Anti-Cheat Game Service Launcher. Make a right click and then click on run as administrator and then check. Still not working. The next step is to, now if you have these tools running, like if you have these application daemon tools, you can go to task manager, and if you find daemon tools in the task manager, you can just end the task. I don't have it running. You can just, if you find daemon tools, make a right click and then click on end task. Now you can even disable it from the device manager. Make a right click, go to device manager. If you find daemon tools in like in under storage controller or universal serial bus controller, in my case it is already disabled. Make a right click and disable it. If you have any other application like if you REWSD, DS for Windows, Auto Hotkey, Razer, Corsair, Face It Anti-Cheat, Riot, Vanguard, Logitech, so you can close these services from the task manager and you can disable it in the device manager if it is there. Disable XVDD SI miniport. If you find it in device manager, you can disable it. Corsair bus, if you find it in device manager, make a right click and disable it. Uninstall, you can even uninstall these application. If you have any other third-party application, close it. Like if you have VLC codec, wallpaper engine, MSI apps, you can close it. Also end the service in task manager. Now the next step is to disable or uninstall Zapret app. If you're running Crypto Pro, close it, uninstall it. Punkbuster, uninstall it, remove it. You can delete the folder from your computer, close or uninstall. If you have this Goodbye DPI app, you can close it. Now the next step is to disconnect internet, launch the game. Once the game is running, connect to the internet. So you can just disconnect or unplug the Ethernet cable if you're using Ethernet cable. Now you can launch the game, and once the game is up and running, you can connect to the internet and then check. Next step is to clear Steam cache. Now for this you can go to Steam and then go to Steam over here and then go to settings and then go to downloads, click on clear cache and then click on confirm. Once done, log into Steam once again and then check. Next step is to disconnect USB devices from your computer. So any kind of USB devices if you have connected, like USB flash drive, thumb drive, or any kind of external like USB adapter connected, dongle connected, disconnect. If you have Razer or Keychron keyboard connected or mouse connected, external mouse, you can disconnect it, unplug the dongle, unplug external devices like if you have HOTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected to the computer, disconnected. Disconnect headphone, launch the game, and then you can connect the headphone. Disconnect multiple monitor. So if you have a multiple monitor setup, then disconnect it, try launching the game on single monitor. Next step is to repair or verify the game file. Now if you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is done, launch the game. If you have the game on EA app, click on manage over here and then click on repair. After the repair, launch the game. Next step is to try power saver mode. Now for this, type in control panel in Windows search box, click on control panel, go to hardware and sound and then go to power options over here. And over here, if you see power saver like this, you can select power saver over here and then you can launch the game. Now if you can even go for balanced and high performance, but first of all try power saver and then relaunch the game. Now the next step is to turn off or turn on hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings over here, and then go to advanced graphics settings. If hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, if this is off, turn it on, relaunch the game and then check. If it is already on, turn it off and then relaunch the game. You can even restart your computer whenever you make changes and then check. Next step is to Steam users run EA app in the background. Now this has worked for few players. So if you have the game on Steam, you can launch EA app, and then check. Now if the EA app is already running and if you have the game on Steam, then you can close EA app. Closing the EA app has also worked for many. Close the EA app and then relaunch the game from Steam. Now the next step is to delete cache in Battlefield 6, cache folder in Battlefield 6 in this location. Now for this, open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive. Now open users folder, open your username folder. Now open app data. If you don't see app data at the top, click on view, select show, put a check on hidden items and then open app data, find local, open local folder, find Battlefield 6, open this folder. Here you can see cache, make a right click and delete it and then relaunch the game. Next step is to run EA app or Steam as an administrator. So first of all, if you have the game on Steam, first of all you can close Steam and then type in Steam in Windows search box, make a right click on Steam, run as administrator. If you have the game on EA app, first of all close EA app and then type in EA app and then you can make a right click on EA app, run as administrator, click on yes to allow and then check. Next step is to repair EA app. So if to repair EA app, you can go to EA website and then you can download go to the official website and then click on download the EA app, Windows, and then run this exe file and then do not launch the EA app. Instead you click on repair over here, and once the repair is done, click on yes to allow. Once the repair is done, launch the game and then check. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this you can go to this website, Microsoft website. Here you can see Visual Studio file. You have to download this x86 and x64 version, download both the files and then you can run both the exe file. If you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install. Download this x64 file as well and then run this exe file. Again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install and let the installation complete. Make sure both are installed. Once installed, restart your computer. After the system restart, you can check. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. To increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box and then click on View Advanced System Settings over here. And then under Advanced, click on Settings, the first setting, and then click on Advanced tab and then click on Change over here. You have to uncheck the box and then you have to select the drive where the game is installed. Make sure that you select the drive where the game is installed and then select custom size. And for initial size is 1.5 multiplied total RAM, for maximum is 3 multiplied total RAM. So you can check total RAM in Windows settings, go to system and then go to about option. And over here you can see in my case it's 16 gigabytes. So you have to calculate as per your RAM. And if you face any problem, we can always revert back the settings. So do not worry about it. So in my case it's 16 gigabyte multiplied 1024. That is total RAM in megabyte. For initial size it's 1.5 multiplied 1.5. That is 24576. For maximum size, it's total RAM, that is 16 multiplied 1024. In my case, 16384 megabyte. Then 3 times multiplied 3, that is for maximum size, it's 49152 in my case. And then you have to click on set. Set is important. Make sure that it hits set and then click on OK and then OK. Okay, now relaunch the game and then check. If that does not work, then type in View Advanced System Settings again and then click on View Advanced System Settings. Go to settings over here, click on change advanced tab and then click on change and then select system manage size this time and then click on set. Set is important. Click on OK. Click on OK over here. Hit apply. Click on OK. OK. You will see restart option. Restart your computer and then check. Still not working, we will revert to default. So you can type in View Advanced System Settings once again, settings, advanced, change and put a check on this box and then hit apply, click on OK, follow the next step. still not working, the next step is to update the BIOS. This has also worked for many players. So you can go to system manufacturer, like you can go to system BIOS, and then no, don't go to the system BIOS, go to your system manufacturer websites. So once you go to the system manufacturer website, like if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo, whichever brand you have, and then select your model number and update the BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure battery is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer when you update the BIOS. Now the next step is to enable or disable XMP profile in system BIOS. So if your computer in system BIOS, if you have this XMP profile, you can, if it is disabled, you can enable it. If it is already enabled, you can disable it, apply the changes, and then restart your computer and then check. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if nothing is working, you can uninstall the game, and after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder and delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then install the game to C drive. So first of all, uninstall it, and then you can install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to D drive or E drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to fix that DirectX error with the game. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.